Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are back for another mask madness, and this time we're going to go a little bit more upscale. We're going to do a little bit of a high-end mask, and this is by a company called EvebyEve's, and this excites me so much just for the fact that my last glossy box that I did, I might have been the one before that actually, amazing box, and I got a setting powder that was just like the most luxury high-end setting powder I'd ever had, and it was by this company. And I haven't talked to you guys about it yet, but I will be very soon. And I was so excited about it. And they actually reached out to me after they saw my first Mask Madness video and asked me if I wanted to do one with their masks. And I was like, please. They also sent me out a lot of their makeup, which I will be doing, reviewing, and then I hauled it for you guys very soon. But this mask is luxury. It's very luxury. I believe that it retails around $138, but they do have some amazing promos going on for the month of March. So these masks are 50% off, and I believe that they have like 5 or 6 other masks besides this one. So this is their Purifying Algae and Clay mask. So you can get this for around $70, I believe, with the promos. I will leave that all down below if you guys are interested. This would make an amazing kind of like birthday gift, celebration gift, just a treat for yourself. This is not something that I would say to just run out and grab on a whim because it is quite pricey. So I really want to go through and review this and try it on and tell you guys about the benefits, and then come back and explain my opinions of how I feel on the mask. I have wore this a couple of times. I really do want to use the masks that I try on and review in these videos a few times before I come on here to review it, so it's not a first try impression thing, because masks can take a couple of times to really get the full effect on how you feel about them. So I really wanted to do that. So I have used this a couple of times. I already have my opinion on it, but let's get into applying it and me telling you the benefits of it, and then we'll come back and we'll review it in more detail for you. So the packaging looks like this, and I think that it is very luxury. The white on gold, I absolutely love it. I think it is beautiful. In this, you get 1.7 fluid ounces, so that is something to take into consideration with this, with the price versus how much you get. I'm going to use, as I told you guys before in my first video, I'm going to use a foundation brush. This is actually a prep brush from Real Techniques. Now, the last time I used a Makeup Forever brush, which is extremely expensive, it's just my favorite brush to use for masks, but I wanted to give you guys a more, better price point kind of thing. Even though we're doing a luxury mask, why not have a more better, drugstore type of brush to use it with. You get this in an actual kit that comes with so many awesome things, you guys. Highly recommend finding this kit and grabbing it if you like Real Techniques. It's amazing and it's not that expensive. So I'm going to use this brush to actually apply this. So let's do it. This mask is a purifying and mattifying clay mask formulated with marine and botanical ingredients that helps restore your skin's balance and regulates the appearance of sebum and minimizes your pores. As a result, your skin's going to feel healthier, more hydrated, and radiant. You want to apply an even layer over your cleansed skin, leave on for 10 to 15 minutes, and then rinse off. This mask is perfect for all skin types. There's no fragrance or colorant added, 98% natural, and it's an airless tube packaging. It's scented with lemon peel and mandarin orange essential oils. So like it says, I'm going to leave this on for 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'm going to rinse it off, and we're going to come back and see how I'm feeling about this mask overall. I will tell you that I absolutely love the smell of this mask. The orange, it's not too pow in your face. It's very light, it's not overwhelming, but it just feels so soothing on my stomach. It just feels so good. It really gives you that spa experience. So I do really like that, and I really do like the fact that it's not too tingly, but you do feel something happening there. So I really do get the whole it's for every skin type, because sensitive skin people are going to love this as well, because you can feel it working, but it's not going to be bothersome to your skin. So I'm going to wait 10-15 minutes, come back, and we're going to see how I feel about this. Okay, so I had it on for 15 minutes, and then I took it off with lukewarm water, and now we're back. And man, does my face feel good. Now I want to read to you guys what the back of the box says with what ingredients are in this what kind of really the active ingredients are and what's going on your face, because I think that's kind of vital to how I'm going to explain how my face feels. So there's purifying and balancing, which these are things that the mask does. It has green and white clays in it, hydrolyzed yeast, wheat protein, and evening primrose oil that are going to help contribute to purifying and balancing your skin. Then there's also age defying that goes into this, and I'm going to try not to murder this, but I will murder it. These are some big names, okay? So it says aspergillus, which kind of looks like asparagus, but it's more scientific-y. Arama algae, so there's some type of algae in there. Kiwi water, which I've never seen kiwi water in a mask before ever. Then there's vitamin E, B3, B5, and B6 in this that are going onto your face. And then there's hydrating. So this is balancing, purifying, age-defying, and hydrating all in one mask. And then there's Y-PGA in here, avocado oil, sesame oil, and sweet almond oil. And these are all going on your face at once. So this is a very luxurious mask, and you're going to see that in the price point being $130 plus a mask for a little over 1 gram, I believe, is it? 1 fluid ounce? Let me make sure I got this right. 1.7 fluid ounces of product. So for most of us, that is just extremely too expensive. That's why I'm loving the fact that they have all these promos going on in the month of March where you can get their masks for 50% off. That really makes it a lot easier to purchase something like this. Now, is it worth it to purchase it? That's probably what so many of you are sitting there like, Nikki, is it broke bitch boat approved or what? Because it's expensive. And I have to tell you, my honest opinion on this mask is yes. If you guys ever on special holidays with like gift cards, any of that, ever have the money to try one of these, I highly recommend it. But I would also highly recommend getting it on a promo month, which is now, so it doesn't really give you a lot of time, but if I'm sure that they have other, you know, promo months and you can grab them then, because I am honestly, they have 5 or 6 other masks and I want to try them all. After trying this one mask, I want to try them all. I know that you're not getting a lot, but you don't need to use a lot of the mask like you would any other mask. I would actually recommend using it more as a spot treatment, honestly. As you could see when I was applying it, it was a little bit thin, almost see-through, like you couldn't see the product actually on my face. You could see it a little bit more as it dried, but as it dried down, which it does, and it's not overwhelming, it just feels so good, especially with the light citrus smell. I felt like I was in heaven. It soothed my stomach, especially with the nausea. It just felt so good. And if you want to put this mask on, lay down, put an eye mask on, put some music on, you're going to be on cloud 9, let me tell you. I want to know what the other masks are like now. But it dries down and it almost feels like powdered silk on your face. It's so extremely easy to take off, and it is mattifying. Someone with oily skin, this is going to save your life, especially if you want to use it before you're going to put on your makeup throughout the day, or if you have a special event to go to that's going to be a while and you really want a mattified face. My face just feels like silk. Like, it feels so good. It takes me using masks like normal price drugstore masks. It takes me like weeks of using a mask, doing all sorts of things to my face to make my face feel this soft, like this good. I'm just shocked. Like, it takes me a lot to get my face to feel this good, and it was a couple of times of using this mask, and it just feels so good. And with it helping out with the sebum and the mattifying, it's actually helping out with my breakouts, which I have been getting right in my T-zone, as you can see. My T-zone is very oily, and it just stopped it kind of dead in its tracks since using this mask, because it's mattifying it, it's soaking up the excess sebum, which is oil, and it's just helping out so much. And even though it's taking out all that oil and it's mattifying, it's still rehydrating. It's still putting back properties into your skin that are going to hydrate your skin, so you're not going to end up becoming more oily because you're so dry. That's a problem for people who have oily skin, is if you try to take all of that oil away at once, your body's going to reproduce double the amount of sebum, and you're going to end up 10 times more oily than you did in the beginning. So you really want a product that's going to take it out but put the good oils back in, and that's what this does. That's what it does. So really lately I like to grade my products, and I absolutely give this an A- to an A. And I haven't given a mask that so far, and The only thing that I would say is a con about this is the price, and especially the price versus how much product you get. But if you actually use the product, you can see the first time using this why it's so expensive. The ingredients that are within this mask are mind-blowing. They're different than any other mask I've ever used, and I'm a mask freak, you guys, so I've used a lot of masks. I always look at the ingredients, and I haven't seen half of the stuff that is in this mask be in any other mask that I've used. So this is a very unique and very good mask for your skin. So this is definitely Niki approved. Is it Broke Bitch Boat approved? I'm not really sure about that because it does come with a very hefty price tag. But if you are ever looking to spoil yourself, looking to treat yourself, or you are just someone who is just lucky and fortunate enough to be able to buy something like this just willy-nilly, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. This is, I love this. I don't want it to go away. I know I will use this up because it makes my skin feel the best it's felt in so long. But I do want to try their other masks because they do have an array of different masks. Let me see here what else they have because I'm kind of amazed and I want to try it all. They have a Metabolism Booster Overnight Use Mask, which, come on, a luminous brightening mask, a cranberry anti-aging mask, a healing jasmine and algae mask, which that sounds amazing, and a hyaluronic acid express moisturizing brush mask. They have something for everybody. Literally have something for everybody, and I'm very, very excited about this. I'm very excited about this brand. They are a little bit more luxury, but sometimes we deserve it. So I will leave all the information, the promos, the site link, everything that you need to know down below in the description box if you are interested in checking this out or checking the site out. Highly recommend it, you guys. They are amazing. The people behind the brand are like some of the nicest people I've ever dealt with in my life. So I will leave that all down below for you guys in the description box. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. I think after trying a very luxurious mask, we're going to go back to the drugstore next time, and we're going to be trying that L'Oreal clay mask. Oh man, my skin feels good.